Today is National Wear Red Day, and that's what we are doing today. On behalf of the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement, we're wearing our red to raise awareness of cardiovascular disease. Most heart disease can be managed through simple lifestyle changes. You can visit thetalk.com for more information how you can change your lifestyle and get healthy.
And Nellie, one of my first jobs out of college, I was living in Chicago, and I was working at the Chicago Heart Association on 36 and Wacker Drive.
Nice.
So I really support the American Heart Association.
Well, Amanda has an exciting weekend ahead as well, the Grammys.
Yes, I have a very busy weekend. Guys, I'm back on the red carpet for the third year in a row for the Recording Academy and CBS. Of course, the Grammys are right here on CBS. And you can watch it on live.grammy.com, Facebook, and TikTok. And I'll be interviewing all of the nominees, which is so exciting. It's so fun.
Going to be some great performances this year.
Oh my God, there's some amazing performances. Legends like Billy Joel are going to perform, and I love Billy Joel. Joni Mitchell, yes, Joni Mitchell, who is, you know, I live in Laurel Canyon, so a Canyon lady.
And Oprah is going to be presenting, right?
And Meryl Streep. I mean, it's going to be a really great Grammy.
So what are you going to ask Oprah when you meet her?
I mean, if I get to meet Oprah, here, go, ask me, pretend.
Amanda, how are you doing?
That's a good Oprah. I believe it.
I'm great.
That was a good Oprah. I believed it. I believed it.
I honestly, she would be one where I would not know what to say. I'd probably be like, that's color purple.
Oh my God. Well, you'll have time. You have 2 days to come.
I have 2 days
about it.
Right.
All right. Well, can't wait to watch you, Amanda. And after the red carpet, of course, you can see the awards handed out when the Grammys air Sunday night at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, right here on CBS. All right, are you ready for it? It's time for Top of the Talk. All right, we're going to start off with some parenting advice. A reader wrote into the Washington Post asking if it is okay to lie to their 4-year-old to tell them he is, apparently tell him he's a good athlete when he apparently is not. The parents say they're good athletes. They wrote, our son is, how to put it, kind of a klutz. His attention wanders. His coordination isn't quite there. They say the problem that they're having is when he comes off the field, he asks his parents if he did good. So do you think it's okay to lie to your kids?
That's a tough one. What do you think, Natalie?
Okay, I'm going to weigh in because I'm feeling what the audience is feeling. Don't crush a 4-year-old's hopes and dreams. What kind of parents are you? Teach the children the love and the appreciation of the game first. Teach them the rules, teach them the sport. Show them what it looks like to play the game really well. Have them watch the pros play it. Give them advice, but don't crush them. Don't crush their spirit.
Okay, all right. I have a rebuttal from a mother who has a 4-year-old at home. Now, this was a real-life situation that happened a couple weeks ago, not with sports, but with drums. Elvis loves the drums, and he plays a Green Day song, 21 Guns, and watches their live performance and copies the drummer. And he's really great. But when he started doing this, he wasn't good. But I knew he could be. And he did something, and he looked at me, and he said something like, that was really good, Mama. And I was like, Elvis, you know what? It wasn't your best. And I know you can do better. And so you need to keep practicing because it wasn't good. And that little kid, I'm not kidding you, this little kid watch that video. I said, watch the video, look at the drummer. And he did. And I came back a half hour later, and he literally nailed the comment. He like nailed the drop and nailed it.
That's right. But you did it with love and kindness.
It depends on what type of sport you're playing, because some sports require that type of attention and that type of aggression so you can pay attention. Because if you're giving kids, like in football, if you tell them, like, you're the best, and you go out there and go across the middle and catch it, whoa! That's right. You know, so, but no, I agree with with your thing. Is like, I think you have to give the kids kind of like the instruction on how to get better rather than crushing. I mean, old school might have been like, you suck, but for me, it'd be more like, you know, like, hey, here's where you can get better. These 4 things, then you can work to being great. But don't lie to the kids. Don't lie to the kids.
It's really interesting now, like thinking about this, like my parents, I would play sports and I'd be like, hey, how did I do? And my parents were like, we weren't even watching you. We're supposed to watch you? Oh.
Oh, Jerry.
Give me a reason to watch you.
But he went on to college and was a fencer in college, so
No,
you
but
were
you know
good
what
at
happens
it.
is that if you're a kid and your parents don't watch you, you end up hosting a TV show. And then everybody watches you.
Like that's a
I say that's a success story. I say you
I like
And
that.
loving sports.
Give me mom and dad. Now they're all watching.
Yeah. You showed them, Jerry. You showed them.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. In a recent interview, actress Sharon Stone revealed some of her bad first dates, saying she felt like a therapist to some of the men. She says that during one date, the guy admitted to still being in love with his ex. And Sharon even helped him process this. So what is the worst date you've ever had? We ask our single ladies.
All right. Are you guys ready for this one?
We're ready.
I would like to preface this, though, with saying that this guy is actually a very nice person and a very kind person. Okay, I get set up from somebody, and I don't know him. I've seen one picture. I know nothing about this person. This is where I'm at, though. I'll just say yes. So I go and I meet him. I know, it's that bad. And I go and I meet him, and we sit down, and I say, I was like, well, gosh, I love our mutual friend. I was like, it's so nice to meet you. I know nothing about you. And he goes, I know. He goes, well, you're a widow.
Oh, okay. That's a conversation stopper.
And I literally, you guys,
stopper, right?
I did not know what to do. It was such like I just started laughing because I was like, and you've totally blown it, dude. Like, romantic vibes are completely gone.
Right.
And you said it on an uptick, like this is a positive, happy thing. You're a widow. I literally like.
Just start laughing?
So I started laughing. I didn't know what else to do. What else do you do?
I'll tell you what else you do. Waiter, can I get a to-go box? The date is over.
No.
And then you're going to put him in the box.
This is a to-go box. This is done. This is done.
No, you guys, I actually sat down and I stayed for drinks and dinner and
You're a nice
You're a nice. That's right.
You're a nice person.
Was the food good?
You know what you should have done, Amanda? You should have sat him down and said, I'm going to play a video for you on how to get women to go on a second date. Here you go. Here's how you do it better.
What if you don't want to go on a second date?
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to. You didn't want to go on a second date. I mean,
As soon as he opened with that line, there was no hope for anything.
Men at home, pay attention. Your words matter. More than
Funny,
anything.
we've all been with Amanda, and you're sort of like playing the field and getting out there. It's so funny. Amanda's now at like the almost like angry stage of like dating. Like, so guys, like, come on, keep up.
Step it up.
but you're just learning what you like and what you don't like, and you're still a good spirit about it. That's what I love about you.
Listen, I am listen, I believe in love. I hope to find it one day. But I just share Sharon Stone's struggles.
Yeah.
And it's nice to know that you share something with Sharon Stone. That's a nice thing.
Like us up here, and everybody watching. Let's send Amanda some positive vibes. Somebody's going to be out there.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
We're all sending you some positive vibes. You're going to be at the Grammys this weekend. There's going to be some hot musicians there. Give them to her.
I like that. Hey, I like that you're putting that out there, Rhett. You could pick up a nice red carpet one. Huh?
All right.
I want to see you date an athlete.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A woman is making headlines, moving on, because she is leaving a $2.8 million inheritance to her cats and dogs, claiming they have been her only comfort in her old age. Here's the thing, though. She has 3 kids. What do you think? Jerry O'Connell, take it.
Listen, I have children, but
And how many pets?
but I also have cats. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have 2 15-year-old children. There's one of my cats. That's Jerry.
Aww.
That's Itty Bitty.
Aww.
And that's Larry. That's my baby, Larry.
I love the stag.
Let me tell you something.
I love the
My
stag.
children who are 15 years old right now, I'm more likely to leave all my money to my cats than I am to my children. I'm not even making a joke. And I'll tell you, of all my cats, that one cat, Larry, who's on my chest there, that's my baby. He's getting all my money right there. I love that cat.
Well, what about the
me,
dogs?
and I love that
you
cat.
can't cut the dogs out of the picture.
That cat
Come on.
and I, when I come home, we have a connection. I can't even explain it. I'm going to get teary-eyed. I love that cat, and that cat can have all my money.
I'm a little confused to people who leave their money to their pets. I mean, how does a cat spend that type of money and that amount of money in 9 lives? Like, it's too much. You can't spend it in 9 lives.
I got to answer. The cat needs to live in the lifestyle it's become accustomed to. That's why it's spending the money. But my question is, when you leave everything to your cat and your dog, do their puppies and kittens get it when they die?
I gotta tell you, I don't know about you, but to quote another famous CBS daytime show, we always spay and neuter our cats, so there's going to be
you know what? I have a favor. You've been in this business for a long time. Make me the executive of your estate, and I will make sure that your cats and your dogs are taken care of.
You've got to sleep with Larry. Larry sleeps
I'll sleep
right
with
here.
Larry. I'll house all of your animals in my garage. And,
no, not garage. In the bed. In the bed. In the bed.
I have a small home. I have a small home.
He's not telling the truth.
Please don't come after me, animal people. Like, I have a small home. Like, that's all I have, okay?
Make Natalie the executor.
No, make me the executor. I don't know how to spend the money. I mean,
no.
like, take
I'm
care of
with
me.
Jerry on this.
You care about
I'm with Jerry on this.
Okay, Natalie, please make me the executive of your estate. Both of you guys. I'll do it for free. Okay, for free.
Okay.
See, I got quiet because they don't believe you.
It was a weird moment. It was a weird,
Very
it was a weird
All of
moment.
a sudden, it was like, this is getting uncomfortable. Stick around, because when we come right back, we're going to show you this week's most viral TikTok. Welcome back. All right, we have rounded up the most viral TikToks of the week so that you don't have to. It is time for TikTok! Jerry's favorite segment. Okay, first up, it's always okay to change your mind.
Hi, I'm Anna. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to build a snowman? No. Oh.
That is a girl after my own heart. That is me waking up in the morning. I'm like, I need a cup of coffee before you talk to me.
No, this is literally me singing Green Day at home, and Elvis goes, "No, Mom."
It's the adult sense of humor. Like, no, stop. Like, I've heard this song way too much, Mom. Stop it.
The way she delivered it.
I'm gonna start to incorporate that. When Akbar says something, I'm gonna be like, no.
That's a laugh first.
No.
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 Oh, good.
This next video poses a question that I've been wondering about for years.
Somebody explain to me why we buy brand new clothes to go out of town and them people ain't even seen our old clothes. Make it make sense.
No, Akbar, no.
Genius.
This is mind-blowing.
It's not.
Why?
Because, okay, you go to sorority convention or you go to homecoming at a HBCU, you have to have different outfits every day, and you cannot repeat an outfit.
But
so I
have they
need new
seen
clothes.
you in your clothes from like 3 weeks ago? No.
No, that don't matter if they have seen me. I have not worn them. I need new clothes because it's a fashion show. Y'all don't understand what's happening.
No.
Am I right? It's a fashion show.
No, this
No,
is.
but if you have...
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I do this. Every vacation I go on, I want all new things. I want to take the tags off and put it in my suitcase to wear brand new. It makes no sense.
I know.
Yeah, because nobody knows what you wore a month ago.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, so just...
Nobody knows.
You save a lot of money.
You know.
You know.
You know, that's right. You know.
It's a sense of, I'm going somewhere and it's someplace special. So I got to wear something special.
No,
So there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
Moving on. Figuring out new technology, well, it can always be a little tricky.
What was that?
Oh, my gosh.
Listen,
And y'all thought football was dangerous.
Virtual reality is no joke. I went to one of those places and we had the whole thing on, and it looked like I was walking on like a tightrope in between buildings, and I wasn't even off the ground. I was walking on the ground, and I was like, I'm dying! It's really scary.
Yeah. All right, up
Really
next.
crazy.
This guy is genius. Coffee orders these days, well, they can be complicated, but he has figured out a way to always get it right.
Welcome to Starbucks. How are you?
Hi. May I please have a grande iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso with an extra shot of espresso and whipped cream?
Yeah, what else for you?
That'll be everything.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Jaret.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
My kids eat acai. Everybody knows what acai is.
Yes.
It's
The
like
healthy
expensive Italian icy. Okay. My daughter wants mango acai 3/4 full with chia pudding, passion fruit juice, honey almond granola, Nutella, all the fruits, but no blueberries, Dad. No blueberries. And chocolate chips.
There we go. I get it.
Hey, you know what, though?
I get it.
I love this, and I'm going to, because I do coffee runs for my wife, and she has this exotic order. I had to write hers down. She goes, babe, I want a mocha frappuccino, double blended, easy ice, easy on the whipped cream with caramel sauce drizzled on the side evenly, and an extra shot of espresso. I'm like, babe, nobody's gonna remember all that.
I'm amazed at these baristas that they get these right. That's what I'm most impressed by.
It gets pretty bad out there.
I love that. Jerry, cutest dad, cutest husband. That's so
All right,
cute.
finally, nobody likes to hear that they look tired.
Mom, you look tired.
Well, I've been tired for 9 years.
That's how old I am.
Would you look at that?
That's a good parent. That's a good parent right there. That's a good parent.
That is real.
Back at you.
That is real. Coming up next, Halo star and the hero for humanity, Pablo Schreiber, is here. We'll be right back.
Our first guest is no stranger to appointment television. With credits like The Wire and Orange is the New Black, now he's back for a second season on the sci-fi series Halo, where he stands as humanity's last hope in the battle against the alien covenant. Take a look.
Pick up that weapon. What's your name, Corporal?
Perez.
Stay close to me, Perez.
I can't see anything. I think they're gone.
No, they're close.
How do you know?
The smell.
That looks good. Please welcome Pablo Schreiber. Most actors are tiny. Yeah, I was gonna say most actors are tiny. You're pretty tall.
I'm pretty big for an actor.
Yeah.
Not a wee guy.
Yeah, that should be like your new social media thing. I'm pretty big for an actor.
Pretty big for an actor.
Well, also something pretty big is Halo. It's one of the biggest shows being made, ever made. Pablo, how are you guys even going bigger and better for season 2?
Oh, man, it's been such a pleasure, such an honor to have this role. Obviously, the Master Chief was iconic to me when I was playing the games as a kid, and so to get to carry the mantle is huge for me. Second season, thank you. Second season is going to be fantastic. We have a new showrunner, David Weiner, who is doing the writing, and I think he's bringing a tone that is just incredible. It's darker, it's grittier, the action sequences are bigger, and they're shot in a way that really, really make them pop. They're more subjective, you know, the camera is in there with you, and you feel like you're in the battle. So we have an amazing ensemble cast, we have great writing, we have tons of action, we have drama and intrigue and psychological beauty.
I love that. You got it all, it sounds like. Not only do you have it all, but you carry it all, it looks like, on your shoulders. The weight of the world is on your shoulders, including your body armor.
Including
what is
all
that
that
like
armor, it's true.
As the Master Chief? I mean, how heavy is all that gear?
It's big. I mean, the armor's about 55 pounds, but it's so fun to wear. It's really, it's like, yeah.
Wow.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, you know, but when you're carrying it all day for like 15-hour shooting days and you're trying to do stunts in it, it's a lot. But it really, it's like the ultimate cosplayer's dream, you know. Yeah. I get to dress up as Master Chief for work every day. I tell my kids that and they just go crazy.
Well, 55 pounds. What happens if you got to go to the restroom during, like, I mean, I'm sure you got to go to the restroom sometimes.
We got so many little tricks for that. We got flaps and snaps and all kinds of stuff. You know, they thought about it all.
Pablo, you come from a long line of actors, and it was your dad who first got you up on the stage, right? Do you remember your first role?
I do, yeah. Yeah, my first role. Oh, there he is. Hey, Pops. Yeah, my father directed me in my first acting gig. It was in the 3rd grade production of The Lorax.
Oh, wow.
And I played the Lorax.
Wow.
I was the title character.
First one out.
Yeah, it didn't go so well, though. He really wanted me to be gentle and kind with the Swami Swans when they were having a hard time from all the smog. Yeah. And I thought girls had cooties at that time. And I was like, I was not into helping them up, you know what I mean? So I would like go near them and encourage them, but like no touching.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I got over that. It's all right.
Thank goodness. That's a good thing. You cured yourself. You and I share a love for adventure and travel. You experienced recently, you went on a solo trip. Sure. And met some friends, and what happened?
Oh, I was on a cross-country trip. I think you're referencing. I drove my motorcycle from Toronto to LA for my 40th birthday instead of having a party. It was amazing.
Wow.
And I'm a really big proponent of like not making plans. You know, just getting out there and seeing what happens.
Yeah. Right.
Sometimes it gets me in some sticky situations, and sometimes it happens to be amazing for me. In this situation, I was driving, long day. I was in Colorado. It was time for a meal and finding a place to stay, and I stopped in a little town called Delta, Colorado. And I'm having a burger at the bar at this little restaurant I choose, and there's a guy having a beer, and I started to talk to him. I said, what do you do? He said, oh, I just opened a skydiving company here in Delta, Colorado.
Wow.
I said, oh, that's cool. He said, yeah, why don't you come jump out of a plane with me tomorrow?
Oh, my gosh.
I said, well, I've never done that before, but I don't really have a place to stay. Let's start there. He said, oh, I got a trailer at the airfield. Go stay in my camper, and I'll see you in the morning, 7 a.m. Tells me where the keys are. I show up, I go in the camper, wake up in the morning. Ben from Ultimate Skydive Adventures shows up at 6:30. We jump out of a plane, and I'm on the road back to LA by 7.
No way!
It was, hey, there he is, look!
That's amazing!
Look!
Wow!
Oh, yeah,
okay,
so
Amanda
big thanks to the boys at Ultimate Skydive Adventures and Ben.
That's cool. That's cool.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Amanda, would you do it?
I mean, it's a bucket list thing for me to jump out of a plane. I just did the iFly. We did a whole segment here. It was so fun. And I do really want to go.
You have to please tell me when you do.
I don't know if I would trust Ben that I just met at a bar, but
that's a little extreme, and you don't have to go on a cross-country motorcycle trip either, but do jump out of a plane. It's one of the, like, the peak of human experience.
It is. I've done it. It's an amazing experience. It really is. But, you know, while you're on your cross-country trip, I hear that you travel with a very interesting pillow. Take a look at this photo. This is pretty interesting. How long have you been sleeping with Nick Cage?
Well, come on. It was a brief affair. It only lasted about 3 or 4 months. I lost the pillow somewhere along the way, and yeah, he left me lonely. And there's an empty space where Nick Cage used to be.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you know what? We're going to make things right, okay, with you and Nick Cage. We're going to reconnect you. Nicolas Cage, please come on. Here you go.
Oh, Lord, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We
found it. Thank you so much.
That is the
in
best
Delta,
gift.
Colorado, probably in Ben's trailer.
Ben's sleeping with him every night.
Yes. Pablo, we love having you. Come back for more when you have more episodes. Love to have you here. The first 2 episodes of Halo Season 2 premieres February 8th on Paramount+. Coming up next, from Not Dead Yet, the very funny Laura Nash is here. We'll be right back.
next guest is Dina from Superstore. She currently stars in the hit ABC sitcom Not Dead Yet, which returns for a second season on Wednesday. And she makes me holler. Take a look.
I remember you. You're Nell's adult roommate. You look even less rugged in the daytime.
And you're Nell's unapproachable, controlling boss. Where'd you get your suit? Nancy Reagan's grave?
No, but it is from her collection. Has anyone ever told you you resemble a stalk of asparagus?
You look like you've eaten all the lemons.
You look like someone who can't eat dairy and loves to tell everyone about it.
You look like you want to talk to my manager.
I'm waiting for my father. He's here to spend the day with me. Why are you here?
Nell's leftovers.
Her cubicle is, oh, it's somewhere over there. It's the sticky one.
Please welcome the very fabulous Lauren Ash!
Yes.
Season 2.
Yes.
Not Dead Yet.
It's still not dead.
That's right.
For those who have not seen yet, Not Dead Yet, tell us.
Of course, yes. So Gina Rodriguez plays a character named Nell Serrano. She's gone through a big life change. She's moved away. She's quit her job, and she's come back, tail between her legs. She wants her old job as a journalist back. She doesn't get it. Now she's just stuck writing obituaries. She's got a terrible boss. And every time she's assigned an obituary, she sees the dead person she's writing about. Yeah. It's, you know, one of those ghost stories, comedy ghost stories.
Yes.
You mentioned Gina Rodriguez, Hannah Simone, and this season we have Mr. Bradley Garrett.
Yes,
That's true. Sitcom icon.
I mean, tell us about that.
You know, Brad is the kindest, best scene partner, so professional, so funny. It has been such a dream. We teased that character a lot in the first season, but we never see him. So it's amazing to have someone, both literally and figuratively, so large come in and play that part with us.
Can I just ask, like, his voice is like,
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren, good
Yeah.
morning. Is that pretty good, Brad Garrett?
Yeah.
No, it's not that like smoky. It's like, hey, Lauren, how are you?
That's a really good impression.
I'm so sorry to put you on the spot, but can you do a Brad Garrett?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to my newspaper.
But in real life, it's actually quite hard. It's all for show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, fun fact.
You know what I love about you? You've got so many different things going on. You host a very popular weekly podcast called True Crimes and Cocktails.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you get interested in true crime?
So I host with my cousin. She is a stay-at-home mom who lives in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. We do it over Zoom. We started in the pandemic. We come about the true crime love honestly. So we grew up in separate states, provinces, but we both were watching unsolved mysteries when we were way too young. I'm talking children. And I would sneak away. My grandparents would be babysitting me for the night. I'd be like, I'm going to go watch TGIF, Steve Urkel. And what I would actually be watching was a true crime twofer, which of course was Rescue 911 and Unsolved Mysteries. And it did, I think, permanent brain damage.
Yeah.
Just things that a small child shouldn't be witnessing, you know? And ever since.
And it's
That's
stuck with you.
Stuck with me.
Yeah.
We actually, we have like an incredible research team here at the Talk. Incredible. We found a photo of you from your hometown newspaper. There we are right now. This is teenage Lauren in a battle of the bands.
Yeah.
What is happening here? What are you singing? Did you win? Was a murderer somehow connected with this?
Okay, that's a good one. That was a good one.
Statistically speaking, there could have been someone in the crowd. I can't speak to it, Jerry. But yeah, I was about 16 there. I was fronting a band called DNA.
What?
Yeah. We did did mostly covers, but also some originals. Now, a little bit of band drama. The lead guitarist, my boyfriend at the time. The drummer, my ex-boyfriend. So messy. Messy. And then, you know, so the Battle of the Bands, this is our first one, and we were very excited. But my other guitar player, 2 guitars and drum. It was a very strange kind of decision. No bass. No bass. Who needs it? Who needs a bass line to keep time? But our other guitar player decided to sit during our set. And we found out after the fact we lost a lot of points for stage presence because he had chosen to sit to play. We didn't score well, is the point. We lost. You know, it doesn't matter. Last. Doesn't matter. But all those other bands that did better than us, none of their pictures ended up in the paper. It was just me.
Did this lead you to, like, last year decide to put a pop punk band together and release some music and perform on stage? I mean, what, did all this come together in your dream or something?
Oh, yeah, it absolutely did. That's me at the Whiskey A Go-Go last year.
What?
Yeah.
You played the whiskey?
Yeah. I don't halfway anything, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, my dream was always to be a rock star. I really didn't want to be an actor. I wanted to be a rock star. Yeah, the Battle of the Bands didn't go so well, but the dream always stuck with me. And so last year for my birthday, I was like, I should just put on a show. Why not? I find a band, hire a band. We played a cover song set for a bunch of friends and family that I forced to watch me. And it was the best night of my life. It was so fun. And I was, you know, life is so short. One of the guys in the band was like, I also produce music. Did you have any music? And I always have written music my entire life. And I said yes, and that was a harrowing experience, going and playing on an acoustic guitar for a record producer, some song about your deep feelings. And yeah, so we started making music. And in the past year, I released 3 original songs, 3 covers. I played the whiskey. I released Christmas music.
That's good. Live your dream. Live your dream, girl. Live the dream.
So impressive, you know. I mean, I've always known you as like a very funny improv actor. Then I knew you as like a terrific actor with range, and now you're a rock star. Wow. You are a triple threat.
I am.
Triple threat, Lauren Ash. Thank you so much for being here. Not Dead Yet airs Wednesdays at 8:30 on ABC and is available the next day on Hulu. We'll be right back.
I wanted to share a programming note with you. This Saturday on 48 Hours, I went in depth on a story about the disappearance of a Sacramento family man, Ray Wright, 6 years ago. The story confounded police and baffled his tight-knit community. Here's a preview.
Ray Wright's daughters, Kennedy and Haley, were worried. It was January of 2018, and for days, no one had been able to reach their dad.
I knew something bad was happening to him. I felt it.
Ray's brother Dean felt it too. He headed to his brother's house and looked around. And that's when he realized someone was in the house, and it wasn't Ray.
And I said, "Who are you? Where's Ray?"
The intruder fled but left behind evidence, a soda cup. Investigators did not know who the intruder was. And then weeks later, a police officer noticed a suspicious vehicle and gave chase.
No white Chevy, unknown occupant.
Prosecutor Matt Chisholm.
There was a terrible accident at the end of that pursuit.
The driver was a man named Victor Gray, and in his wrecked van, a black tarp filled with evidence. Sergeant Zach Lewis.
This is huge for us.
That is Ray Wright's jacket.
His DNA was found on that jacket.
And in Victor Gray's cell phone, prosecutors say, a photograph of a letter Gray wrote to a man named Bob.
I hand-delivered you your revenge. Now it's time to pay me.
To authorities, it sounded like Victor Gray had abducted Ray at Bob's request, but they had no idea who Bob was or why he would want revenge.
Well, if you want to find out more, be sure to tune in to 48 Hours tomorrow night at 10 p.m. right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. We'll be right back. Don't forget, it's a big week. Next week, we're going to be bringing you exclusive Super Bowl 58 content from Las Vegas, starting with My Leap Off the Strat. Then we're catching up with Usher, Nate Burleson, Cedric the Entertainer, Tashina Arnold, and on Day. Plus, Jerry will join RuPaul's Drag Race Live. And Amanda's doing magic with Chris Angel. But that's not all here in the studio. We've got James Corden, Juliette Binoche, Shamar Moore, Wilmer Valderrama, Justin Hartley, and so many more. But to get your weekend started, be sure to stick around for some highlights from this week on The Talk right here after the break.
We want to surprise you with 2 tickets to Super Bowl 58 at Allegiant Stadium.
Hey, Sherry.
Wow. Jay. Oh, okay. Look at you. Oh, I wasn't ready. Jay.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I love this crowd. Crystal, push the baby out. I'll push the baby in. Here you go. Go ahead. Here you go. You ready? Wave to the audience. Wave. Amanda, how are you doing?
The 49ers may end up winning, so we are going way over the top here. Sorry, don't kill the messenger. Are you popping your pecs as I'm talking to you?
Yeah, because I spend a lot of time